In high times we follow, I see there's no tomorrow. I've been
Checking. Okay, yeah, we got audio. So I'm not trying to be a hipster here wearing this hat and these fingerless gloves. It's freezing in here because it's like the temperature just dropped to like 20 degrees from what it's been. The heat's barely keeping up in here, so I had to crank it up. So I don't know if I'm getting extra noise on the mic. I'm probably not, because it's kind of like it cancels from the sides, but you know, just in case there's a hum in this video, that's what it is. It's my heater. So I'll turn it off eventually when it catches up finally, but my nose is running because of it. So I'm gonna write a song. I usually do that in my videos, which if you've seen any of my other ones, I gotta just go through the whole thing. So I start out usually on the guitar, put down a whole bunch of guitar tracks, bass, drums, vocals. The whole thing is completely improvised. I have no idea what I'm gonna do right now. So I usually just come up with a couple simple like chords, like make a little chord progression, create like an A and a B section, so a verse and a chorus, sometimes verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Repeat it 3 times. I do like a guitar solo in the 3rd verse, and that may vary depending on what I feel like doing for the song. It's not set in stone, but it's just kind of like a guidepost I can use. So I'm running the guitar into my DAW, which is Logic Pro X. Each guitar track is running into Bias Amp 2, which is a plugin. It's an amp simulation. The guitars, I know people are like with a plugin, but most people are running plugins wrong. They like overload the input and clip them in the plugin. So I make sure I go in with a lot of headroom, and if you do that, they sound really nice. Most people I see running them in too hot, and they end up clipping it, and then they turn it down with the fader on their track, and all they're doing is turning down a clipping signal, and then they're like, oh, the plugin is digital and harsh. No, you're clipping it, you stupid idiot. So yeah, the bass guitar is also going through Bias Amp 2 because it has like some bass amps on there. My drums, I'm using an electronic kit because my acoustic drum room is 2 flights of stairs down, so it's like, you know, pretty much physically impossible for me to run down there and then hit record up here. I would need a second person, which I don't have, and my wife would probably kill me if I asked her to come in every time and hit record when I was going to do an acoustic drum set. So instead I set up this electronic kit over here. It's pretty close to the computer, so I have decent eyesight. I can still see, so I can like just bring the mouse pad and whatnot over there, set it on a stool beside the drum set, and I can click record, and I'm good to go. So it's a homemade kit. It's got acoustic shells on it, Pintec triggers duct taped to the mesh heads that I put on there, which is not very fancy, but it works pretty well and triggers pretty accurately. I'm gonna smash this hat brim into the microphone. I know I am. But yeah, it runs into a Yamaha DTX module, that runs into my interface, which is a Focusrite Clarion, and then that runs into my computer, which I'm running Logic Pro X, I already said. I trigger Superior Drummer 3, although when I'm actually tracking the drums, I just kind of like use a smaller program just to go easier on the computer and make sure it doesn't, you know, like have a bunch of latency and stuff, because Superior Drummer 3 kills my computer. It's an older Mac, it's like 2013 or something like that, so Superior Drummer 3 is like this big, and my computer's memory is like a tiny bit bigger. So it's like barely on there. So what I do is I put it on after the fact, and I freeze the track, which is something you can do in Logic, where you basically pre-process the audio that would be coming out, and then it doesn't have to like overload the CPU as you're trying to just play it back. All right, I'm just gonna get into this. So I have to come up with a riff. I literally just wrote a song yesterday. I actually didn't even finish the video for that one, but I'm starting this one already. So I have a friend of mine, Brian, who's maybe gonna come over and do ukulele part, although it's not 100% guarantee because he doesn't know if he's, you know, capable. Like he's not like, he doesn't play all the time, so I guess, or something like that. I don't even know how. I've never heard him play, so I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So it's kind of up in the air whether it's actually gonna work out or not, but he's gonna do like the intro to the song I'm doing, which the video for that should probably be up for this one, so you can check that out. Let me come up with a song. I'm actually at 10 original songs now since my last album, so I'm probably gonna put an album out, so this would be the last song on that album, and I'm gonna call it by the first track that I started writing after the previous album release. That track was Are We All Alone Out Here, which was just inspired by my inflatable alien that my wife got me as a souvenir from Roswell, and her sister were passing through there. Like they drove out to the West Coast, and she was moving out there, so they like stopped through just for fun, and she got me that. I looked over and I was like, oh, I'll write a song about aliens or something, and I wrote that, and then I was like, oh, I'll just call the album that. And then I went outside the one night and I took a picture with this camera actually of the moon, which was like really huge in the sky that night, and then there was like this weird dead tree, so I kind of like combined the images and made an album cover out of it, so that'll look pretty cool. Okay, let's get into this. So this Stratocaster, I like the tone I get. I just like turn the volume way down and go in between the bridge and the middle pickup here. It just has a nice sound to it. That's Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I wonder if I could modify that chord. So instead of an E major 7, well, it's still an E major 7, but I'm just going to put the G sharp in the bottom here. Ooh, I like that. I might have a verse already. Okay, so I'm just going to do the G sharp and then slide down to the F sharp. You don't have to make it complicated, so. Yeah, I could do like a little bass line that's just going do. Results may vary when I actually write the part, but yeah. So now I just need either a pre-chorus or chorus part. Maybe I'll just go right in. Okay, I could just go into that C sharp minor. It'll be kind of like a pretty big contrast from the other two. Like an E major 7 there. And I'll just go into. I like those chords that I don't know if I'm going to do it in that order. Okay, I'll go C sharp minor, A major. So I'm in E major here, so to the 4th, the root, and then the 5th. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if at the end I could do a key change. I could jump up to like E minor. So if I just do the E minor up here. I keep stepping on my cable, so it was like half out. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I could do E minor. I think I'll just do it up here in root position chords. Makes the most sense, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I'll go from the chorus part, like second chorus would be like. And then I'll just. Okay, I'm just going to feel this out. Let me get the tempo going. So I have a drum loop going, and that's basically like what I use as my metronome. I got it like spanning like 8 minutes, so it's pretty much longer than any song I'm going to write. That's just there. So be aware of that. That's not the final drum part when you're hearing me recording this. It's just like basically my metronome. And I was doing like a different time signature or something, because I write parts occasionally and like other time signatures besides 4/4, just not often. Then I'll like, put a click track on instead. But that's way too fast. I'm going to try like 10. I just went down to like 108 randomly. I knew that was going to be way too fast. Yeah. Okay, 85. A little faster. Try 92. Okay, a little slower, 90. That's good. Heat's catching up. Let me shut that off. I got 2 little space heaters going here to warm it up, so if I let the more powerful one keep going, it's going to get like completely opposite and go insanely, hot in here in 2 seconds. Check my tuning since these heaters are going. Oh yeah, flat, as I suspected. So now the question is, do I want to do that key change at the end of every chorus, or do I want to save it for the end? I'll probably save it for the end. I'll just make the song sound like really big when it comes to that. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do it for the solo. I can actually go back for the last chorus. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is the left guitar. I always do one left guitar and a right guitar that are identical or as close, as I can play them. And then I see if I want to do any overdubs over top. So let's get started with it, and I'm just going to hit record and go. All right, cool. That's the left side. Now I'm going to do the right side. Okay, right side done. So I want to I'm thinking like I might harmonize that or something. Yeah, I might do that. Just like a little thing to ring out. Because if I I was thinking I could do thirds and play the same thing above, but it would get a little over the top. But if I just kind of do rhythmic little strumming on some of the little harmony notes on top of that chord. Okay, so that's done. Now I have to do the right side. Okay, so now I might do a third one, and I'm just going to see, because it's going to probably be a little lead thing over the chorus, and I might copy what I was just doing, that little G sharp B, D sharp thing. Or, no, I was playing E, my bad. I guess now I'm going to do the guitar solo. I have no idea what measure this key change is on, so let me find it. Okay, apparently the key change is on 34, so I'm just going to do E minor. Stuff like that. Let's just hit record. I'm going to improvise it. Made sure to end on the E because, you know, I'm going from E minor to E major. That note's going to work. Okay, so that's the solo done. I'm dancing around a little bit because I have to pee, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to grab my bass and get back to it. Okay, I'm back. My bladder is empty. I have my bass. I just tuned it up. Now you have to come up with a part, so it's probably going to be really easy. I was thinking like do-do, 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 some kind of rhythm like that. Let me see. That actually works. Okay, I'm going to record it. Okay, bass is done. That was pretty easy. Now I have to do the drums, so I should probably turn off my input monitoring so I don't make noises. So yeah, I'm gonna move the camera, move the mic, get going. All right, I'm at the drum. Everything's in the shot. It's a little bit weird to get the camera to get everything, so I always like mess with it a little bit to work that out. Yeah, I think I'm the verse. I'm gonna do like a. And then the chorus, I'll just go to like a steady thing. Yeah, so let me shut the mic off because these pads are kind of loud and they pick up in it because it's right next to it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to start recording. Okay, so the drums are done. Now I got to do vocals. I might put that off though because I have other stuff I'm going to do, and my camera battery is also about to die. And the last video I was doing, my camera battery died right when I was doing the harmony part of the vocals, so I don't want that to happen again. All right, so I was feeling a little impatient, so I just came up with a vocal melody, and then I wrote some lyrics, which I normally show on the video, but it's not that big a deal. It takes me like a couple minutes to just kind of like improvise a melody or two, and then I like write lyrics to it, which are just like whatever pops into my head. It only takes me a little bit, and I usually just like fast forward the footage, but you're just missing that now. So yeah, I just like threw my battery on the charger, and I figured I'd just do that while it was charging a little bit, and it's not a full charge, but it'll get me through this. So I came up with a scratch track, which is like a memory aid for myself. So I got to that point, and then I wrote the lyrics. So now I have to kind of like sing over top of the scratch track, which I'll play the scratch track, and like I said, this is just a memory aid, and it's kind of crappy. that's it. It's basically a rough idea for the melody. I was just like making stuff up, and there's no words to it. I'm just like making noises within a melody. So now I have the lyrics. I just wrote them, and I'm gonna practice with the lyrics while singing to the scratch track. Okay, so I think I can start recording this. Okay, here we go in the second chorus. Okay, so I'm going to do the chorus dubs now. I got 3 done, so the 3 main chorus vocals are pretty decent. If I do one of these dubs and I have like a slightly better section, I'll swap it out. Especially if I go back to the verse after doing this, I'm going to like forget this all again. Right now I kind of have the muscle memory going, so I should be able to pump them out. So the main one is going to go right up the middle, and I have that, you know, just where it should be volume-wise. And then the other 2, they get panned like minus 35, plus 35 right and left, and then I turn them down like 10 dB. Yeah, 10 dB. And what happens is they like accentuate the chorus part and kind of like make a chorusing effect, which is just kind of like a little like wobbly effect. So like the little inconsistencies with pitch and like timing and stuff just kind of make like a cool little thing that just kind of like stands out. If I have them at the same volume and like they're panned center, which is what I'm going to do when I'm recording them, it kind of creates this weird phasing sound, which is not very pretty, but once I separate them, it sounds really good. So just bear with me because I do them up the middle like this, but that phasey sound is something I'm actually looking for. If it's like ear piercing and annoying, then I know I'm a little too far off key. If it's like just kind of like phasey, then I know it's like the right spot where it's going to get that effect for me. And if it's like I don't even hear them, then I know I'm like perfectly in tune, which that's not going to happen. All right, that was the left side. Here comes the right side for the first chorus. Okay, now I gotta do the verse part. I completely forget what the melody was, so let me listen to it on the scratch track. Okay, second verse. Okay, that's it. The vocals are done. I don't think I'm going to do a harmony, so now I'm just going to turn those dubs down, pan them. I'm going to put the compressor, the EQ, the reverb, and all that fun stuff on. The vocals all go into a bus, so I also have a second compressor on there that just kind of gets rid of the little peaks and stuff. What else do I even have on there? Oh, I got like a channel preamp type thing that's line 6-1, and it's just like, it sounds pretty good. It just kind of like adds a little like harmonic resonance to them, and then I run it through a tape saturation thing, which does the same thing, just a little bit more. If I turn them all off, you barely even notice the difference, but they just kind of like help it like just kind of stick out through the mix a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. And then I pretty much have the guitars set. I have already, while I was like writing the vocals, I just kind of like let the drums load into Superior Drummer 3 and I froze the track. So that's already done. So yeah, I just got to do that and then I'm going to put it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the parts, and same thing I do on every one of these videos, I just kind of put them all together at the end. So you see multiple screens, I'm playing the same thing, or playing the song over the final mix. So that's what happens, and you're about to see that, so look forward to it. Also, this is probably the last song I'm going to be doing for this album, I guess I'm working on, because like I don't really like work on albums per se, but what I do is I just keep writing songs, and when I get to like 10 songs, I'm like, okay, new album, and I just put it out. So this is like my 10th song since my last album, so it'll be coming out soon. It'll be called Are We All Alone Out Here, and it's just by me, Aaron Hallett. So you know, if you're on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, whatever, just look up my name, same as my YouTube name, Aaron Hallett, and then you can search for any of my albums, this one being the latest. And hopefully it'll be out by the time this video comes out. So, cool. All right. See you later. And